My name is Freda. I work for Baptist Union of Papua New Guinea. From the last training on the communication and media, I've learned a lot of things. Fact sheet writing, where I use most of that to write reports for Asia projects to the team in Australia for their reportings. And summary reporting is I'm using that to write report to my immediate supervisor as well as the field team leaders to update them on the project's activities. Especially the summary sheets, I've prepared that for the women leaders to understand and know the progress of the report. And I use simple posters for the women who are illiterate, who cannot read and write. We use the pictures to take the message across to them to understand what we are what we are taking across. So I see that those skills that I acquired has really helped me in my work. And also the poster is because I'm also going in for 2017 election, so I did also did my own poster as well, and it's in the draft stage and it's gone through some of my colleagues for their comments and edits before I go in for the final. To the women farmers is, it really helped, from them not reading and writing, just on the pictures they can draw, things out of themselves to understand what the message is contained within those pictures. Like use of chili and soap water to do home pesticides. We do pictures of posters and soap and then mixing them up together and then take it to the garden and spray them on the vegetables. So using those pictures, people could understand and do it practically.
I am Betty Tiko from the Department of Agriculture at Unitec. I have attended 2 trainings, one on leadership and decision that was in 2013, and the other training was in July of 2015. I really enjoyed the training because the training has helped me, especially at the workplace. And I've learned a lot on the networking, how to network with women farmers, how to network with other stakeholders, and how to network with institutions. I send out an email to Australia Women in Agriculture, and that's where I started to build network with them through the first email. So I created the skills of networking with Australia Women in Agriculture. Also through the farmers as well, I help farmers on how they can network with each other, and through the department where we also conduct trainings. So in order for them to get in partnership with institutions like Unitec or other institutions, it's through networking. So I also help farmers, especially the women farmer groups. And the other thing that I also learned from the training, that's from the IT training, is how to calculate the sample size using Excel. So in Unitec, I teach agriculture extension and rural sociology, and also a bit on qualitative research. And the skills taught on how to do sample size is very important. I use that skills, and I am teaching the students on how to use Excel to calculate the sample size. And the students are using that, and they're also teaching the other friends. And also some of them are telling me that it's very useful for them when they are out in industries, using that simple technique on how to calculate sample size using Excel. I am very thankful, and I would like to thank the sponsors who have sponsored me to attend those trainings and learn those skills on how to do networking and the very simple skills or technique on how to use Excel and calculate sample size.
My name is Go Rauk. I'm from NARI Plant Protection Division. I attended the workshop that was in Goroka last year on media and communication skills. What I learned from this workshop was the skills or the confidence in public speaking, the confidence in presenting short seminars to the management or to the public or to the farmers that I normally work with. One of the applications as part of the training, I gathered the confidence in writing scientific papers, which I've used to publish articles in the newspaper as well as journal articles. One of the key things we learned from the communication skills was how to communicate with different audience, if it was management or if it was public or farmers. And I think from the training I've gained that confidence to change our research scientific reports into a more farmer-oriented where I get the message more clearer to the farmers. The impact, I think I have had the confidence to relay the message to junior staff scientists, the ongoing seminars that I push for scientists to do. It came about straight after the meeting. It gave me the confidence in communication, and it pushed for me to relay that message that research is research, but it doesn't get out there without communicating it. I'll have an example of our cadet scientist. He's currently working with us, and the confidence that I have had in public speaking, I always push him to kind of go that way. At least you have the confidence in public speaking, and also when you're doing research, always write it down. Whether you write into a newspaper or whether you write into a journal article, it doesn't matter. You have to write something down as your own written reports. So yeah, I'm sure I'm having an impact on our young cadet officers' report writing and seminar presentations.
My name is Ige Anamo, and I'm from Fresh Produce Development Agency, head office in Goroka. The last training that I attended was in August 2014 on communication and media skills. What I gained from the training that I attended was planning skills, presentation skills, and gaining confidence. Most of the times I do trainings with farmer groups, and I'll contact farmers. So I gain confidence. After going through this training, I gain confidence to stand in front of my farmers and giving them what messages that I have identified. Okay, before you conduct a training or you want to communicate something to the farmer groups, you have to identify what your objective and what the outcome of your training will be. So through the training, I've learned how to identify the objectives and how to communicate this objective, and identifying the key messages and communicating to the target group or audience. I've received training reports from farmer groups that I've visited saying the information that were communicated to them were practically used, and they were giving me reports and feedbacks on what they have learned from the message that I have brought across to our farmers.
My name is Tekla Guaf. I'm based at Ayura, Eastern Highlands Province. Three important things that I learned from the workshop that I attended in August 2014 was planning my work, two, writing my planned work activities, and three is presenting my work. Okay, the three things that I learned, the third one was the first important thing that it captured me, was presenting my results, the research work that I do. It gave me the confidence to present myself and my work that I've been doing in Seed for Need projects in Eastern Highlands Province, and I was able to do the audio interview with the Kumul FM in Eastern Highlands Province, and it was a real pleasure for me to present that for farmers, so then they will know exactly what we are doing for the project, because it's more of a participatory research activity that we were doing in Eastern Highlands, promoting sweet potato cultivation. And the second impact that it got me is I can relate that work to the farmers that I've been doing, because I'm doing climate change work on presenting or distribution of NARI technologies to the farmers around the country, especially for the drought-prone areas. And one good example was that in 2014 November, we were able to train 178 farmers in Nissan Island, that is in Bougainville. And it was good because before the training I could talk and I have no structured my project as I was supposed to, so it takes a lot of time. But after this training, I can present my research in a proper way or in a proper structure that farmers can understand, especially in field planting and pest and disease management of crops for farmers in a lot of areas in the country. All right, disla training we've been kisim lo disla media and communication workshop that was in Goroka. I was able to implement those trainings to the farmers as trainers of trainers, because we run those training in schools. So we use our board of management and the teachers in those respective schools to get those trainings, so then they can teach other kids in their schools or even the farmers surrounding, in order to propagate and multiply those planting materials that we supply to cope for drought or disastrous activities that are coming up for its areas within the country.
Hi, my name is Natasha and I'm based with the Coffee Industry Corporation in Goroka. I last attended the training, the media and communications training that was held here in July. There were three things that I learned. Firstly was how to effectively write a presentation and to present it with style. Secondly was how to design posters and brochures by using fact sheets. And thirdly was how to write proposals and reports using a 6-sentence structure. Out of the three things that I've learned, I've applied it in my presentations to my immediate manager, as well as our executive management. And I've also been able to design 3 brochures that were used in the recent Coffee Expo and the Goroka show as well. Particularly, I believe the impacts of the things that I've learned was more to do with better information sharing between myself and my colleagues, as well as farmers, and also with our executive management. The brochures that I made were informative brochures about the coffee industry, about different areas of the coffee industry. And at the Goroka show, we had students that had a lot of questions. They did get these informative brochures which they used in assignments. I did hear from some students who had questions from their teachers, and the brochures were very good information for them.
Hello, my name is NARI Project. I work with the University of Natural Resources and Environment as in administration, as executive officer to the University Council. I attended the gender mainstreaming workshop in August this year, that's 2 months ago, and together with our acting dean of school. And during the workshop, we did identify that we did not have a gender policy for the university. That is why both of us have gone back, and we will be doing research into identifying the target groups, including the students, staff, and the university programs, that we will be writing up a policy to identify gender issues at the university, and we'll be putting it through the University Council to endorse, and then we will implement it at the university. Thank you.